I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. But before we get started with this demonstration, let me read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. What that means is that everything you hear in this demonstration is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Salute to the chat. Salute to my moderators. Salute to the replay gang. I'm sorry, y'all. 5-year-old Cleveland girl was beaten, assaulted, and scalped. There's only a few people in here, so I can salute individual, y'all. Salute Carol, Passion Fruit, Tanika. I see you, PJ. Breezy. Chris says, I just saw a post about this little girl. That is horrible. I see you, Mariah and Karai. All right, y'all. Let's just tap into this latest story. And we all will ask the question, who could do something to a 5-year-old precious little girl? This is the innocent stage of a person when they're a child. Sad. Tanika says, I live here in Cleveland. Shout out to all my people in Cleveland. Shout out to everybody that's in Cleveland, y'all. Let's tap into the story.
Justice. She says her 5-year-old daughter was beaten, abused, and traumatized. I'm Katie Houston.
And I'm Damon Maloney. We first learned about this after receiving multiple phone calls and emails about a Facebook post detailing the violent attack.
News 5's Nadine Abusada sat down with that mother who wants everyone, Nadine, to know what happened to her daughter.
Katie, Damon, we want to warn those that are watching that what you're about to hear and see may be graphic and disturbing as a mother demands answers and justice for her daughter. She a mini you.
Yeah, she literally will crack you up. Like, she's so proper, the way she talks, everything about her is just like bubbly.
When talking about her 5-year-old daughter, Antavia Kennebrew lights up.
She is very, very affectionate.
But sadly, that joyful spirit
It was horrible.
is broken.
The bubbly 5-year-old. And I know she was not there no more.
We're not naming the child or showing her face because she is a minor. But this horrific story begins on September 13th. Antavia says she left her 5-year-old daughter at a family member's house. Then she got a call. Her daughter was missing. When she arrived, the little girl was already in an ambulance.
I could not recognize my daughter. Her hair was ripped out of her head. She had blood and bruises all over her. Her nails was filled in dirt, and she was unresponsive.
Antavia says her daughter was taken to a wooded area where a group of children attacked her. The allegations, which include sexual assault, are too disturbing to share with you.
That is so evil. It's so evil.
News 5 reached out to Cleveland police regarding this incident. What can you tell me about this investigation involving a 5-year-old allegedly being assaulted?
It is an active investigation that the Cleveland Division of Police is conducting at this time.
In a statement, the department confirmed that the Sex Crimes and Child Abuse Unit is actively investigating a case involving multiple children under the age of 10, both as victims and as suspects.
And we have to protect the rights that the victims have, just as well as the suspects in these cases.
Antavia says her daughter spent about a week in the hospital. The moment she opened her eyes,
She was screaming. When she woke up, she said, "They killed me." She thought she was dead.
the memories came flooding back.
To hear your baby say that she dead, what? A 5-year-old shouldn't even know that word. Like,
How is she now?
she's struggling mentally.
Now, her focus is on just two things: making sure her daughter heals and getting justice.
You posted about it. Why? Why did you want to speak out regarding what happened to your daughter?
Because I needed justice for my daughter.
So when you say justice, what does that look like?
Everybody involved in the pain that was inflicted on my daughter, they get what they deserve.
As of now, no charges have been filed in this case, and Cleveland police reiterate that it is still under investigation. For Antavia, she has legal representation, and she plans to keep fighting until she gets justice. Damon, Katie, truly a heartbreaking story.
Nadine, disturbing to hear, and we know you'll continue to follow through as police continue to work through the case.
That just breaks my heart. So sad. I see you, Jenny. I see you, Tammy. So sad. So heartbreaking. A 5-year-old little girl had to experience this at the hands of other children. Children are committing, little girls, little kids are committing this kind of horrific crime. I tell y'all every day, just when I think I've seen it all, I get a lot of stories. Just when I think I've reached the top horrific or craziest story, here comes another one. I see you, Lady Loco. Where's the guidance? Where are the parents? Where are the adults that's in those children's lives? What are they teaching? Where did these other kids get that from? What was the family member thinking about allowing this little girl to go outside alone? That's facts. And where we're at today, and I had this conversation with my daughter about taking my grandkids to daycare. Where we're at today, mom and dad, don't leave your children with nobody if you can help it. Don't allow your children to do sleepovers, and don't, even with family members, don't do it. Don't do it. Like you said, it starts from the home. So the kids had to have seen that somewhere and thought that it was okay or funny. That's facts, Jenny. That's facts. Now here's a precious angel that has been robbed of her innocence. Let me see if there's something else that I could pull up. Let me see what this is.
You head to the party?
I heard this one's gonna be a blowout.
A mother in shambles after she says she found her baby girl beaten and abused. For the first time ever, the child's mother is speaking out, and you won't believe who police say are the suspects. 19's Noelle Williams joins us now with this heartbreaking story, and we want to warn you, some of the images and details are graphic.
I literally saw the worst thing ever. Like, I saw my daughter unrecognizable.
What happened to Antavia Kinnebrews' daughter is something most people will have a hard time understanding. She says her bubbly, sweet 5-year-old daughter was beaten and assaulted. This picture showing hair ripped out of her scalp. Police revealing startling details. The victims and suspects are under the age of 10 years old. This is shocking news to the 21-year-old mom.
I couldn't wrap my head around it.
Kinnebrews' mother held her hand as she wept. She tells me out of safety, she does not want to share her daughter's name or show her face, but she explains what happened that day. She tells me on September 13th, she had dropped her daughter off at a family member's home near East 145th Street and St. Clair Avenue. Somehow, her baby girl walked out the front door. When Kinnebrew found out, she rushed over and saw her 5-year-old being treated by EMS several blocks over.
Her hair was scalped from her head. She had bruises and blood all over her body. Her eyes was filled with blood. Her lips and mouth was filled with blood. Her nails had dirt, debris of dirt stuck in it.
19 News reached out to Cleveland police several times to try and find out if there are any charges. If so, what are those charges? And if the ages of the suspects would hinder that. All police would confirm is that the victim and suspects involved in this case are under the age of 10, and any other information would jeopardize the investigation. Either way, Kinnebrew says her daughter is left physically, emotionally, and mentally hurt and now in therapy. She is grateful for the support of the community so far, but she wants help and answers.
I want her to just to be somewhat of a normal 5-year-old again.
The suspects are the ages of 8 to 10. Lord, have mercy. Please, Jesus, for these babies, children. I hate to say this, but nowadays, some of the parents don't even be watching their kids and just let them run wild. Oh my gosh, that baby is going to need a lot of love and therapy. Lord, I don't think I'll be able to go on. I hope that the parents of them kids gets charged with this baby because this don't make any sense. Drop a 1. Drop a 1 if y'all feel like the parents should get charged. Drop a 2 if you feel like the parents shouldn't get charged. They traumatized that little girl. I'm 13 minutes late to the live. What happened? You'll have to backtrack, Nick, or I'll catch you up later on in the demonstration, Nick. Appreciate this super sticker, Mary. Tiffany says, OMG, this is sick. What the H. Chris says, too. Children can be terrible all on their own. Why? Why? I have to ask the question. Why? You know, like for the adults, but why these babies? Why these? This little girl ain't deserve that, man. She ain't deserve that, man. These babies don't deserve this. They just don't. I don't know. I'm confused, but somebody need to discipline their children and teach them that you don't beat up on other kids. That's facts. If kids are not raised right, they can be the most cruelest thing in this world to other kids. And I'm going to keep it 100, y'all. I'm going to keep it 100. Excuse me. when we used to act up and when we used to get disciplined, see, once again, to the young ends that always like to say, we ain't nothing like y'all. Y'all right. Y'all ain't nothing like us. This wouldn't have never happened. No 8, no 10-year-old. We wouldn't have never, we wouldn't have never done nothing like that. At 10 years old, at 8, 9, 10 years old, kids can be terrible and still act up. I'm from the South and my parents didn't, with being chastised. I don't even really know where to go at with this demonstration, y'all. It's just unbelievable. Like I said, like, I do apologize, everybody. I do apologize. I don't know where to go at with this, man. They were black. They were black, passion fruit. Nope, we would have never did anything like this. In fact, we would have took up for the little girl. That's facts. The kids need consequences. I think them kids need consequences. I do. Why aren't the kids arrested? Who knows? Kids ain't arrested. Nobody's arrested. Nobody. But meanwhile, there's a little girl that was robbed out of her innocence. All right, I covered all of that. All right, y'all. This is nasty work. What the parents up? They have juvenile detention centers for this reason. The kids need to be charged with something because, and this is my opinion, if there's no consequences for what they've done, most definitely they're gonna do it again. And the next time that those kids do it, they might just take the life of the victim. I can promise you. We got the brakes beat off of us. No spending the night nowhere. We didn't sit in no one's lap. None of that. My parents did not play that. That's facts. That's facts. This sad case here, I don't think I would be free. Someone would pay. The parents need to go to jail. I see you, Conga. I see you, Laconga. This is pure evil, what they did to her. That's facts. I mean, just you. And the mom said when she woke up, she said, "They killed me. I thought they killed me." Like, God, a 5-year-old baby. This is ridiculous. Those little boys need to go to jail. If they did that at the age of 8, 9, and 10, imagine 15, 16, and 17 shaking my you-know-what head. Why are the babies going through this? Like I said, the adults, I get it. But why the babies, y'all? Can somebody please, and when you explain it to me, please make it make sense. I see you, Miss New York. You right, long time. Appreciate you for pulling up, Miss New York. I could not stomach to read the whole article. I'm all over the place just covering it. You know, like why are these babies? My next story that I'm covering right after this, the 2-year-old boy was at the babysitter house, and the 2-year-old boy somehow got out, and the dogs mauled the little boy. Like, so make sure y'all pull right back up immediately. This is the next story that I'm covering. You know, and when you look at these kids and you see the innocence, you know, and then when you hear or you read about what happened to them, you can just imagine how they felt. You can imagine how these little babies felt. Was it boys or girls that did that to that little girl? I'm not sure yet. They're not releasing no information to protect them. I see you, Shari. Another problem is the laws intervene when you chastise your child and they notify the school. Fill me in what happened. I'll have to catch you up, Miss New York. Shank Rock, I saw this morning. I am so disgusted. I can't stomach it. If I'd had to put on my orange jumpsuit behind mine, I go dumb behind my bed. Y'all, that's facts. That, I mean, and I pray. And that's why I be on my daughters and them the way I be on them, because I pray that I'm not put in a situation like that. Because, you know, I'm going to be on one. I see you, Moose. So it was 2 boys and a girl. I see you, gorgeous sunshine. I'll try to catch you up, Miss New York. I'll try. I'll run the clip at the end of the demonstration. I'll run the clip, the news clip for you, Miss New York. Moneybag says, right, yes. And you know, we don't want no trouble. We most people, we don't want no trouble. We don't bother nobody. We just want to live our lives, you know, work, do whatever it is we do, have fun, you know, spend time with the family, raise our children, take vacations, you know. We don't want to bother nobody. We don't want to hurt nobody. But damn, if you touch my babies on some punk shit, see, that's why I can't talk. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Because I had a long talk with myself today, and I said, Shank, stop cussing. Now, I done had this talk with myself plenty of other time, but I had a long conversation with myself again today and said, Shank, no more cussing, no more getting angry, so I got to calm down, y'all. Let me calm down. And I apologize. Did you see the female that they found on the highway in Detroit, and now she is in a coma? And I seen that story. Somebody sent me that story. I don't know. I didn't let my kids get out of my sight like that. And if it was older kids, I'll be like, you get over here. You too young to play with them, because I'm going to go to jail for mine. And that's understandable. It was a little girl, and I believe 2 boys. What I want to know is, where did these kids learn this mess at? They had to learn it from somewhere. Just sickening. That's fact. At 8, 9, and 10 years old, those were their thoughts. We in trouble. We're in trouble. I would have been in jail. Facts. That baby thought she was gone from this earth. Facts. You welcome. That precious, beautiful baby. Shy, exactly like what the hell. This broke my heart. Like we're so far gone. Like, listen to the music. The music got a lot to do with it. You know, these video games, the movies, all the things that entertain the children. Like in my days, being a crash dummy, you was a sucker. You know what I mean? We was too busy being cool. We was too busy getting money. We was too busy having fun, partying. We was too busy, getting with the females. The females wasn't on that ratchet stuff. The female, y'all was too sexy. Y'all was too pretty to be fighting. Y'all remember? Yeah, what's going on that? This stuff that they got going, hell no. A crash out? A crash dummy? Hell no. You couldn't be around us if you was a crash dummy. You gonna make it hot for us. You gonna mess everything up for us, what we got going on. We getting money over here. We living the good life over here. All that crash out, that's gonna make us hot. And like I said, y'all females wasn't running around fighting and scrapping and killing each other. Hell no. Females during my days, females was sexy. Females was pretty. Not to say that they ain't today, but y'all know where I'm coming from. Females was focused on being pretty and sexy and classy. She'll tell you in a minute. I ain't got time to be doing all that. But today, they on demon time. If you said that you was on demon time to any of us, we gonna run so fast and so far away from you because we understood it. So you mean to tell me you walking around being proud to consider yourself a demon? Because that's what you're saying when you say you on demon time. Now don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Because I don't want the young folks to think that the old folks is soft and, we ain't about that life. And I don't want y'all to just think that we all old and what. No, hell no. Hell no. We're on chill mode. We're where we're at now to keep from us doing something to one of y'all. Because we understand it. And we know that it's about the children. It's about the future. It's about raising the children. So that's why we're on chill mode. And we got enough common sense to know I might get dirty. I ain't being no crash dummy. I ain't being no crash out. I might, do my thing and have a little fun. But all that demon time y'all talking about, oh, hell no. I'm on God's time. I'm on spirituality time. But this is the generation that we're dealing with. See, for us, and there are a lot of young folks that are on the spiritual time and the God time. There are a lot of young folks, because it's not all. And I don't want to put that bone on all young people. I don't want to put that bone on all young people because it's not all young people. But this right here, this isn't tolerated. And even if those children don't get arrested, they parents should beat the brakes off of their asses. I'm sorry, y'all. I tried to not cuss. I tried. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. Those kids, let me come to the chat. To me, a lot of this is young folks having kids and don't know how to parent. Facts. Shank, it's unfortunately that these kids' phones at 10 years old and 9 years old, we were outside playing with other kids, and that's what they see on the internet, and that's why they want to do it. Mary, that's That's it right there. What Mari just said, that's it right there. They on their phones. They see it. They see what's going on their phones. They not outside playing like we was outside playing. At 10, man, we was catching worms. We was catching bumblebees. We was catching fish, crabs, crawfish. We was catching all kind of stuff at 10, 8, and 9. We was outside having fun. Catching lightning bugs, grasshoppers, crickets, lightning bugs. I mean, we was really, as kids, we was really enjoying ourselves. The girls was playing jump rope, jacks, handball, oh, man. Man, only if they knew, only if they were back then, they would be like, damn, y'all was having fun. At 8 and 9 years old today, they talking about being lit. What in the hell a 8 and 9 and 10-year-old know about lit? I gotta come to the chat, y'all. I'm not gonna do this. I gotta come to the chat. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. My girls are 18 and 17, but mine knew at young ages, no rap videos, no demonic movies, definitely no Beyonce, none of that in my house, period. Facts. Right, Shank? I thought I was too pretty. I wasn't getting my face messed up. Facts. Facts. Lightning bugs, running. Speak on it. These parents doing and talking too much in front of the kids. Facts. I see you, Aunt Nettie. Preach, Shank. Play hopscotch, kickball, hide and go seek, 7-Eleven, catch one, catch all. Cars. Y'all remember cars? That's my car. That's my car. Punch buggy, punch buggy. If a punch buggy ride by, you get hit. Makes no sense. Playing hide and go seek, jacks, hopscotch, movie stars, etc. Remember we wanted to be superheroes, wrestlers. I asked my nieces the weekend if they wanted to play red light, green light, and they didn't know what I was talking about. Some people want to be their kids' friends instead of their parents. That's fact. Kickball, double dutch, the double dutch bus coming down the street. Y'all remember the double dutch bus song? Moving pretty fast, or better shuffle your feet. Remember? Fox relieved the den. I don't know about that, Shari. Simon says, it is sad to say we even play hide and go get it. We had fun. Remember? But it's a shame. And the sad reality is that our babies are in a world that knows nothing about children having that kind of fun. That's the world that we're in right now. And I'll say it again. If we don't get together, I don't know how. I don't know how we're going to get together. But if we don't pull this in together, if we don't all come in and clean up the community and clean up, it's going to be a set. Because look how the babies are now at 8, 9, and 10 years old. Imagine 20 years from now. I see you, Chandra. Monkey in the middle, boy, those games bring back memories. Yes, ma'am, Dolores. Yes, ma'am. Love that song. So I appreciate everybody for pulling up. If anybody have any answers to how we can make a change, let me know. If there's any way that I can help, if y'all need a platform, whatever y'all need, and however I can help, just let me know. Remember hot peas and butter? Yes, sure did. And I would hide in the house. They wasn't getting my goodies. What'd you say, Shari? Shari said, I'm going in the house to make sure don't nobody get my goodies. Y'all remember 7-Up, 7-Eleven? It's sad to say, but these babies are never ever going to get to see the fun that we had. And that's the sad part about it, Mary. They ain't going to see it. They ain't going to see it. So sad, justice for Amari. Can I get everybody to hashtag justice for Amari? I agree, Mary. Pardon me. I see. Now, you good, Dolores. Appreciate this super sticker, Mary. And if you would like to help me reach my goal for this demonstration of 15 super stickers or super chats, just click on the $ symbol and purchase a super sticker or a super chat. I appreciate y'all. We had the life growing up, in my opinion. That's facts, Tammy. I see you, Karen. I mean, we really had fun.
And we begin at 5 with a mother.
I'm going to send you my email so we can talk. Okay, Jenny. And if you're on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at Shankrock. All right. Appreciate the super sticker, Tammy. I see you, Nisi Poo. Appreciate you for pulling up with me, Nisi Poo. So make sure y'all pull back up in less than 30 minutes. My next demonstration is going to be about the 2-year-old little boy in Georgia who was mauled to death by his babysitter's dogs. So pull back up in less than 30 minutes. Appreciate the super sticker, Mari. And also hashtag just as well Omari. Make sure we hashtag just as well Omari. I'll leave the chat running. Salute everybody. And I'll see y'all back in less than 30 minutes. Appreciate the super sticker, Sonya. Appreciate the super sticker, Sonya. Salute everybody. I'll see everybody back in less than 30 minutes.
Wanting justice. She says her 5-year-old daughter was beaten, abused, and traumatized. I'm Katie Houston.
And I'm Damon Maloney. We first learned about this after receiving multiple phone calls and emails about a Facebook post detailing the violent attack.
News 5's Nadine Abusada sat down with that mother who wants everyone, Nadine, to know what happened to her daughter.
Katie, Damon, we want to warn those that are watching that what you're about to hear and see may be graphic and disturbing as a mother demands answers and justice for her daughter. She a mini you.
Yeah, she literally will crack you up. Like, she's so proper, the way she talks, everything about her is just like bubbly.
When talking about her 5-year-old daughter, Antavia Kinnebrew lights up.
She is very, very affectionate.
But sadly, that joyful spirit
It was horrible.
is broken.
The bubbly 5-year-old, and I know she was not there no more.
We're not naming the child or showing her face because she is a minor. But this horrific story begins on September 13th. Antavia says she left her 5-year-old daughter at a family member's house. Then she got a call. Her daughter was missing. When she arrived, the little girl was already in an ambulance.
I could not recognize my daughter. Her hair was ripped out of her head. She had blood and bruises all over her. Her nails was filled in dirt, and she was unresponsive.
Antavia says her daughter was taken to a wooded area where a group of children attacked her. The allegations, which include sexual assault, are too disturbing to share with you.
That is so evil. It's so evil.
News 5 reached out to Cleveland police regarding this incident.
What can you tell me about this investigation involving a 5-year-old allegedly being assaulted?
It is an active investigation that the Cleveland Division of Police is conducting at this time.
In a statement, the department confirmed that the Sex Crimes and Child Abuse Unit is actively investigating a case involving multiple children under the age of 10, both as victims and as suspects.
And we have to protect the rights that the victims have, just as well as the suspects in these cases.
And Tavia says her daughter spent about a week in the hospital. The moment she opened her eyes,
She was screaming. When she woke up, she said they killed me. She thought she was dead.
the memories came flooding back.
To hear your baby say that she dead, what? A 5-year-old shouldn't even know that word. Like,
How is she now?
she's struggling mentally and behaviorally. She say things that she never said before. More violent, more suicidal things.
She says now her focus is on just two things: making sure her daughter heals and getting justice.
You posted about it. Why? Why did you want to speak out regarding what happened to your daughter?
Because I needed justice for my daughter.
So when you say justice, what does that look like?
Everybody involved in the pain that was inflicted on my daughter, they get what they deserve.